Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. If you enjoy in-depth rugby analysis, be sure to subscribe and join us on the journey.
What stood out to me the most are the two memorable milestones of Damian Willemse and Cheslin Kolbe as they both reached their 50th Test match for the Springboks. Neither of them allowed that milestone to become a burden. Instead, they turned it into motivation to deliver a world-class performance. Damian Willemse was impressive for his all-round game. He was solid under the high ball and also had a major influence on the flow of the match with his pacey runs and intelligent decision-making. The break that created a try-scoring opportunity for Thomas du Toit, as well as his accurate 50-22 kick, all showed a player with a very high level of tactical awareness. I particularly admire players who create differences through composure rather than relying purely on power or speed. On the other side, Cheslin Kolbe once again proved why he is regarded as one of the most dangerous players in the world. Despite not having a standout physical frame compared to many opponents, he still won aerial contests. Read the game extremely quickly and always knew how to appear at the right moment. His try was not simply the product of speed, but also reflected his sharpness in positioning and ability to exploit space.
This further reinforces my belief that in elite sport, intelligence and mental strength can sometimes matter more than physical advantages. Jesse Kriel continued to provide the presence of a quiet leader. His line-breaking run to score showed excellent experience and game awareness. What I value even more is his consistency in defense. Some players stand out through explosive moments, but others help the entire system function smoothly through reliability. Kriel belongs to the latter group, and that is something highly commendable. Damian de Allende is also a player I deeply respect. He does not need to score many tries or produce flashy plays to be recognized. His effectiveness in every collision, his ability to apply pressure on the opposition defense, and his capacity to create space for teammates all highlight the value of an experienced player. These kinds of understated contributions are not always immediately noticed, but they form the foundation of a team's success. In the halfback pairing, Willemse and Manie Libbok formed a fairly well-coordinated duo.
Williams stood out in particular for his quick distribution and ability to break through defensive lines. He helped maintain a high attacking tempo for the Springboks, while his tactical kicking also created opportunities for the wingers. Libbok, despite a few errors, still fulfilled his role as a playmaker effectively. This shows that no player needs to be perfect. What matters is maintaining consistency and limiting the impact of mistakes. The forward pack once again served as the foundation that allowed the Springboks to control the game. Marx impressed me greatly with his tireless work rate. Playing the full match, making numerous tackles, scoring points, and even setting up teammates, he demonstrated the image of a true leader. Although his line-out throwing was not entirely flawless, his overall contributions were still highly valuable. Pieter-Steph du Toit also continued to show why he is regarded as one of the world's top forwards. Taking on the captaincy role in a context where several key players were absent certainly added pressure. Yet he still played with immense energy for the full 80 minutes.
Despite missing a few tackles, his fighting spirit and ability to appear in every key area of the pitch were deeply admirable. He is a model of a player who always puts the team first. Alongside the positives, I also think this match served as a reminder for the Springboks not to become complacent. Jasper Weezer had an unfortunate penalty. Kurt Lee Ahrens also received a yellow card for a moment of poor control. Situations like these could easily change the outcome if the opposition had taken better advantage. Therefore, this victory still provides lessons for South Africa to refine their game ahead of tougher challenges. What I found particularly interesting was the strength of the bench. When the starting players began to tire, those coming off the bench maintained a very high level of intensity. This shows that the Springboks do not only have a strong starting 15 but also impressive squad depth. In modern rugby, where matches are often decided in the final minutes, the quality of substitutes can make the biggest difference.
I realize that success does not come from one outstanding individual, but from the smooth coordination of the entire team. Each player understands their role, supports their teammates, and gives everything for the collective goal. That is exactly what has defined the Springboks' identity over many years. For me personally, the biggest lesson is not to focus only on those who score points or produce highlight moments. In any field of work, there are always people who contribute quietly behind the scenes, and they are often the foundation of long-term success. I also learned that consistency, responsibility, and the ability to stay calm under pressure are extremely valuable qualities for fans. This match is a reminder that rugby is not only exciting because of spectacular tries, but also because of tactical details, defensive efforts, and the sacrifices of every player. When we look at the game more holistically, we can better appreciate the value of a team that fights for one another, rather than focusing solely on star names. Overall, this was a very convincing performance from the Springboks. Although there are still a few areas to improve, the team showed the character of a world-class side with disciplined structure, squad depth, and strong resilience. If they continue to maintain this level while correcting small mistakes, I believe the Springboks will remain strong contenders in upcoming major matches and continue to deliver memorable performances for fans around the world.
See you in the next video. Join us as we continue exploring the values that define the essence of elite rugby.